and there will be so much of backwardness in the because of the resistance to change. By the and also we can learn about the overcome the resistance to change in this seminar. Here, what is change? Firstly, we have to know about the what is change. Here, change means generally we are asking like give it 100 rupees change to 100 rupees change. It is not like that. Change means the person, the difference between the difference of the person, the day-to-day person's life, and also the person will appear like past and present. The way of knowledge, skills, attitude, behavior, and all these are related to the change. For example, let's take an example. Let's take an example of our class from the first day of our class and the present day of our class. We learned, we changed, we all are changed, through the knowledge and skills, and also we have personally also changed the mindset, the way of thinking, they are all changed. Now we go to the resistance. What is the resistance? Resistance means opposition. The resistance means opposite. It means refusal to accept anything. If we refuse to accept the other person's suggestions and anything the persons who we suggest to change, if we did not change, that will be effect on our future. The persons, the well-related persons will tell us you have to change, you have to be like this. Then we will refuse to accept that. That will be known as resistance. For example, we take our assembly. In assembly, there is the two parties. One is ruling party and another one is the opposition party. Whenever from the ruling party there is one person saying that statement, the opposition party will absolutely refuse that or absolutely oppose the statement because of they don't want to accept the change. That's the secondary issue of the political leaders. Here resistance to change meaning. Resistance to change is the willingness to adapt alternative circumstances. In companies or organizations, there will be day-to-day changes according to the current situations. So the employees who are working in the organizations, some of the people don't want to or don't have interest to adapt new things. In this way, resistance to change. In this way, they will resist or they will oppose the new things.
What do you mean by covert and overt?
Covert and overt means overtly they can say actions. Overt means indirect way.
Pessimistic.
Yeah, sir.
Pessimistic, seclusiveness. So they always even కూడా ఉంటారు గ్రూప్ వాళ్ళు ఎవరు పాటికి వాళ్ళు ఎవరితో మాట్లాడతారు ఎవరిని పట్టించుకోరు.
Picture, the manager or any person will saying that. If the person will say that with the team members or group members, the remaining persons will feel like firstly you change. After that you tell us to change. In this feeling they will felt and they will not change. Firstly, the leader should be changed. If the leader change, automatically the group of the people, the teammates are also changed. Here resistance, it is one of the reason why change fails. If there is any change occurs, all the persons will resist the change. Automatically the change will be automatically fail. First line managers play an important role in the change. First line managers play important role and in the business responsible to day-to-day transactions. That's why they are play important role in the change process. We have to hold the key point that eventual success of failure of the major change. If there is any major change, we have to hold the key. The main point of the change, we have to hold that. An individual tendency to resist or avoid making change. Individual tendency means personal habit. That way they will avoid to, if the person having that one of the habit, that person will then definitely avoid that many things. It is an impediment to organization's expansion and growth due to negative repercussions. Here again picture is I don't want to change. I want all of you to change. Sir, can I take an example of yours? If if sir will change, if sir will be said that I don't want to teach you, learn yourself. Immediately we felt that why we all are joined here, because of our experienced professor will teach us. That's why we are joined. If sir will say like, we feel like that. That's why the manager or the team leader should be like, I will change. We are our change will be that in that way he is to be tell. It is a normal and natural reaction. It is inevitable. Inevitable means it unavoidable. Managers allow for some resistance. Means no one can change completely. Everyone should have their own reasons. That's why they have to allow some resistance. Resistance can be in this previous slides are also told us overt, covert. Overt means I express my resistance. They will openly express that. Covert means pessimistic, like sir said. It looks like I'm changing, but I'm not. I don't want to change. I'm not changing. Here, sources of resistance to change. It will be organizational sources and individual sources. Overdeterminations. Overdetermination means single observed effect. Single observed effect determined by multiple causes at once. Means like PUBG and Free Fire. We will all the people will drop down as a squad game. That will be targeted so one plus killing the other persons. Narrow focus of change. Some people don't have a fully focus on the change. That's why the resistance to change. This is the main sources of resistance to change. That means narrow focus of change means there will be not much focus on the change. Group inertia. If in the particular group, one person want to change, the remaining persons of the group will not accept and will go with the present situation, and we don't want to change. They will be diverted by the group. That means group inertia. Threatened expertise. Threatened expertise means some persons will fear about the new changes. That will be maybe effect on our career, present situation. In that way, they all feel like a threatened expertise. Threatened power relations. Relations may affect also. Relations will affect the change also. If we want to change, the person who are related to me or who are close to me and said to me, you don't want to change, you will be look like this. That will be the threatened to the power relations. Resource allocation changes. Resource allocation is the process of assigning and managing of assets in a manner that supports organization strategic goals. Individual sources. Habit. The person's habit will decide either he wants to change or he doesn't want to change. The habit of the people, the habit of the persons, the habit of the employees will never change, because that is the daily. The persons have daily habits. In that habits, they don't want to change. They already fixed that in their habits. Insecurity. Some people will feel insecurity on new changes. Economic factors. Economic factors is the main individual sources. That because if we want to change, if we want to become a MBA graduates, we have some economical background to pay college fees like that. If we don't have economic background, they don't want. We will not come there. We didn't learn anything. In that way, individual sources may affect the changes. Fear of the unknown. I already said that unknown things will fear by some people. Lack of awareness about the new change. Some of the people don't know about the new changes. Like RRR movie releasing, no one can about what is happening in the movie. Social factors. Social factors affect someone's lifestyle also, like wealth, religion, education level, population diversity. Resistance can be some of the points will be there. Intellectual and ideological resistance results from intellectual differences in genuine beliefs, feelings, and our philosophies. In our class, some of the intellectual peoples and the ideological people and the practical people. So every person will have individual thoughts. So in that way, they believe some particular points only. They believe and they feel that they're feeling also some particular points. In that way, they don't want to change and they will resist the change. emotional resistance and behavioral resistance. According to their behavior, they will resist. Political resistance. We know about what are the political system in our country and our state. In the political resistance, the pressure from the political resistance, we already faced in the last week or before the last week. The strike will be there on Monday. That's because of in the 5 states, one party won, and the ruling party will the ruling party is done the strike because of the students and the phases of the non-stopping blind race.
Political resistance need not be always political political parties.
Okay. So that's the only example,
There is
sir.
a concept.
Indicators of employee resistance to change: increased absenteeism. Whenever the change in the organizations, if the change is happening, the training of the change, or if any change is happening in the organizations, because of the absenteeism, the regular absenteeism, the person will automatically get into the resistance to change. Increased employee impatience. For example, in our room, Shaul will always share that we will study. We don't have patience to sit down continuously. That's why there also their time also Shaul also converted by me also. We both are stop the studying because of impatience. My impatience will changing the Shaul also. In that way, increased employee patience will affect the change. Frustration, because of the frustration also in angerness, frustration, they will decide to I don't want to change. Sabotage means destruction. In this way also they will this is also one indicator of the employee resistance to change. Reasons for resistance to change: self-interest. If the person has the self-interest, I want to change. If I'll change, that will be benefit in my future. In that way, he will definitely self-interest. Because of the self-interest, he will think that I don't want to change because I'm not interested in the new things. Daniel means refuse. This is also refuse. I'm ready to refuse the new things. I'm okay with the present things which are in the organizations. The new things will not suit for me, or whatever the reasons they denied that. Fear of the unknown. I already said that the person will fear, will fear about the new things, unknown things. The person will not accept new things, new changes also. Different perceptions. Different persons will have different thoughts and different perceptions about the new changes in the organizations. That's why they don't want to change it again and again. Classical psychological reactions to change. Anger is one of the reason they'll decide. In anger, we are also taking some wrong decisions in the way of thinking. In that way also they'll take wrong decisions, and the change will in that way. In confusion also, some people will resist to change, some people accept the change. Depression. The depression people will, in the depression, the people will feel I will go with the new change. Some people will feel that I don't want to change, I will be in this way, and I don't want to change in this way, they will think. Crisis means if the situation is very critical, if the person doesn't change in the sir? Crisis. Okay. Crisis. If the situation is very critical, if the person doesn't change, in that way, the person don't change, then he is ready to change at that time. If the problem occurs at that time, then only the person will ready to change. Up to that time, they don't want to change, or he don't want to change. If the acceptance and the new confidence, these are the create more on the person to change new things. Resistance to change can be active resistance or passive resistance. Active resistance in being critical. Being critical means the political beliefs, emotions, etc. in aside in order to come objective relations.
Immediate reaction.
Yes, immediate rational fault findings.
We have examination tomorrow. That's immediate reaction.
Okay. Fault findings. Some people will always searching for the faults in the new changes. In that way, they will find the faults, and they don't want to change. In this change, there are so many faults, I don't want to change. In this way, they will say ridiculing. Ridiculing means the person. Sorry, sir. The person who felt shame when we are changed, appealing to fear. I have a fear to change new things. I will go with this since using facts selectively and blaming, accusing on others. Manipulating. The person will manipulate to change or doesn't want to change the persons. I don't want to change. If you will change, I will resign the job. If you in this way, they will manipulate. Blocking means in the precise staging of actors facilitate the performance of the play or ballet film operational. In this way, they will think about that. Starting rumors. Whenever the new change occurs, the persons who are the persons will always starting the rumors about the new changes. If we will change like that, there will be no future. Or for example, taking 1+9, I think that will be the after releasing the phone, the new update will be arrived at that phone. After that, the phone will be hanging continuously. That rumor spread virally, and the sales of 1+9 phone will be continuously decreased. In that way, starting rumors. Arguing. Some people always argue with some point. They will think that always argue and win on them, or have a upper hand on other persons. And they will not do any all other persons to change. And the persons will oppose who are changing, and they manipulate the other persons to change. Overcoming resistance to change. Here, pay attention to the employee's emotion. The employees who have the emotionally strong, or what he employee feeling, that we have to pay attention on the employee's feelings. Consultation with the employees. We have to consult with the employees what the employee thinks in the way of thinking, in the way of changing the new things. Giving confidence and authorizations can reduce resistance to change. Giving confidence and good positions will affect that they can reduce resistance to change. If all the leadership and the organizations will give to the persons ready to do, or the persons ready to change. But whenever we will not give the authorization to them, they will not ready to change, or they will not ready to do anything. Job satisfaction. Job satisfaction means if the employee have job satisfaction, the employee will ready to change. Promoting worker autonomy. Promoting worker and individual implement to change. If we promote the worker and individually, the appreciation, performance appreciation, the employee always ready to do making a change. Employees must have positive attitudes to changes and should support it. Here, tactics. Tactic means strategies. Facilitation and support, negotiation, manipulation and co-option. From here onwards, I want to explain all tactics in the same format, like how to change, when to change, how to use, when to use, and advantages and disadvantages for each one. Firstly, education and communication. Here, how to communicate the desired changes. Communicate the desired change means we have to communicate the employees the need of the change and wants of the change in an effective manner. Then we have to, in this way, the employees will change. We will communicate in effective manner. The importance of the communication, the importance of the change. When to use means employees lack information about the changes implications. If the employees don't have the information about the new changes, at the time we have to communicate and to educate them to come to ready to change. Her advantage means once persuaded people often help once persuaded people implement the change. The one who accept the change and the people who help them implement to change. Clear up the misunderstandings. Disadvantage: time consuming if lots of people are involved. So many members are involved in this changing process. The time is always consumed. When credibility lack will not work. When there is no confidence, it will not work. involve potential employees in designing and implementing the change. Involving the capable persons in designing to design how the change should be and how the implementing the change. How should we have to implement the change. Then the participation will be easier when individual recognize one's personal benefit to be gained from the change. All the participants will be easier, individuals recognize. If the person who are individually recognize that what is the knowledge, what is the knowledge I gained from the change. If the person will think in this way, it is very easier to change the person. When we experience change initiators lack sufficient information to design the change. When the persons have the expertise to make contribution. Advantages. The people feel more committed to making the change happen. I think that is already clear. People will feel more committed to the making the change. Increase environmental acceptance is the participation and environment. If everyone participation and everyone involved, the environment and the acceptance is easier. Ensure commitment in implementation of change.
Make sure is illegal.
Time consuming and all employees may design inappropriate change. If all members are participated in this, all the change will be like disturbing with one to other. That inappropriate change will be made if all members are in the participation. Facilitation support provides skills, training, and emotional support. If we provide skills and training, they will always be ready to the change. Facilitation means make easier to them with the providing of skills and training. Facilitation means people are resisting because they fear they can't make the needed achievement. Some people always have, employees always have a fear that if we will change, that will be make an adjust to that change or not, they will fear that. If we reduce the fear in the employees, they will automatically come to change. When they resist fearful and anxiety reduction. No other approaches such as help with the adjustment problems can facilitate needed adjustments. Disadvantage. It can be time consuming and it can be still failing because of the trainers will be not effective in the trainings, and also they are not quick learning people because of their fear. It is also expensive because of if we want to give the training and providing the skills to them, that will be definitely considered expensive. No guarantee of success because that will be depend on the learning of the skills and learning from the trainer by the employees. Negotiation means it is sit and discussion with the people and take with sort of the problems. It is offer incentives for making change. People will when to use means people will lose out in the change and have considerable power to resist. When resistance come from a powerful group, if the powerful group there are in the organizations, everyone have a group batches. If the batch or group is powerful, they will always resist to if they approaches normally or requestfully. In that way, the employees will make a group and resist that. Advantage, it is relatively easy way to diffuse major resistance and can buy commitment. It can in this there will be much more commitment because of discussion will be going on. Can be expensive and open managers to the possibility of blackmail. Open managers can have the possibility to blackmail the other persons. Now it is easy only when change is quickly needed and there are no other alternatives. If there are no other alternatives to proceed for the further change, they must be needed to change. In that way, we have to manipulate the employees and we have to manipulate the employees. When a goods endorsement is needed. It is inexpensive, easy way to gain support. In the manipulation, we can easily gain support and this is no cost because we can, with the communication of our skills, we can talk with the employees and take maybe it is illegal because of this manipulation is illegal and undermine change agent credibility. Threaten loss of jobs or promotion opportunities. Threaten with the transfer for those who can't. Speed is essential and change initiative process considerable power. Advantages. It works quickly and can overcome any kind of resistance. Disadvantages can speak intense resentment towards the change initiatives. Finally, we can conclude this is the changes are necessary to compete. We have to compete in we have to give the competition in the world with our organization to the other organizations. People resist to change because they are adapted and addicted to the old things. Organizations must overcome resistance to change to achieve success and attend to fruitful changing process.
Thank you.
Finally, if there is any change that occurs, don't fear for it.